The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Purdy now to throw.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Trey Tucker.
62 yards.
And the Browns will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Mayfield. This is intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Charbonnet is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Trey Tucker.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And fights through one man. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action, now Purdy. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw in this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns Browns touchdown.
Josh Downs from 8 yards out. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give here, Charbonnet.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Purdy.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out.
And the Browns continue to pull away here this first half.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and then you need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 21-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Call it with a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Purdy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Tucker. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Trey Tucker,
As the first half is winding down.
and the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Charbonnet.
Oh, and now some space to operate through the middle of the field. They can't tackle it. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Back to throw. Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's Mayfield.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and goal.
Now Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Drake Jackson
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Jake Elliott on for a field goal of 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. In motion goes the tight end.
They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the...
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, Mayfield.
Complete to Johnston here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Colts
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 17 yards out.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here is third down and 4.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Finds Pickens out right.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Colts.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
The game brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield with it once more.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive line?